Hello.
I cannot. I can't. It's not even that I can't leave you unsupervised. You were supervised, and you still did stuff. How dare you?
We were in chat.
I was physically in chat, and you are still doing mischief. Huh.
Looking directly at you, chat. Yes, I've been having various friends in my DMs today, spiraling into conspiracy boards. It all makes sense.
So this is why you guys need to embrace nihilism.
You are such a liar.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have never known anyone spiral into D&D related insanity more than you.
Oh my god.
Naren, you are innocent. You are absolved of all crimes.
Das, however, is criminal number one.
Intent.
Well, I'm gonna just crack on with warm up and do my circles in peace.
I'm here. Before anyone starts throwing accusations around, there's water in here.
Hi.
Water.
Hi.
Das really came at my DMs today. Like, here is Masan is a little bitch, and here's a 12-part PowerPoint on why.
You'll be happy to know that my contribution to this disclosure was a single GIF that says "I told you so."
What's happening to you, chat?
I think Core and Das are having a fight.
I think they are, yeah. Got something to prove?
I think they're trying to power up the train again. Very sweet. Thank you very much.
When it's going, then what?
Yeah, what then? Where are we supposed to go from here? The train is gone. It is off the rails.
Was it ever on the rails? Someone's asking the real question.
See, Naren gets it. Culls, have a word.
Me? This is your stream.
Cora's
just
brought
here.
you into this.
Thank you for the sub, Cora. It's very nice of you. I've been implicated in your crime. What is it all for? That is, you're in that phase now.
Yeah.
Where is the money going? Crimes.
Subcrimes in my chat.
I was making a reference, Death. You're good. I should say for the stream, I've been writing all day, so I'm just continuing. I'm just doing more of that. So.
Alright, if you're in the zone.
The vampire this week.
Fair enough. Do we get to know what you're writing instead?
I'm writing a thing.
Sip string.
I'm writing a thing. It's technically for work, but it is original fantasy fiction, so it's not like work. I'm writing a thing that's set in New Nesrin. Actually, that's technically not correct. It's set in Nurid at this point.
Because New Nesrin isn't a thing yet.
New Nesrin does not exist. Nesrin exists. New Nesrin does not. You say this involves Al's mum? It does, yes.
Thank you for following. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. The Rice?
Thank you.
Right, Rice.
Solid go.
Thank you for following.
Solid attempt.
Dang motorbike going up and down the street. I apologise if you can hear it. Silence call, there is no train.
There is no train in Bossing Say. I've got no idea where this writing style has come out of me. This doesn't sound like me. It's so light.
Oh, actually, I did 64.
Where does that come from? Never go against the tapestry, Death. It's already in it.
In a rich man's house, there is no place to spit but his face. Oh, I'm sorry, we're keeping you up. Then go to bed!
Go to hell!
Go to bed!
Shut up, Curls! God asked you. Sip your bubble tea.
Don't have a response for that, do you?
When I made her a guest in my home,
I am entitled to what is yours.
Yes.
fuck you, Corn. That's not a good bed. Go to hell.
Everyone
Stop having
DM
a four-way argument. Stop it.
Everyone
You sniping
DM Spook
son of a
right
bitch.
now. Tell him to go to bed.
It's no good messaging his Discord. He doesn't have Discord open like regular people.
Because I don't
Do
like
it.
you.
Do it anyway, so when he does open
That's
Discord again,
four
50 back.
messaging on me on Discord, coming up on my phone. Yes! No, I don't want to. I gotta go to bed.
This is our weekly segment of irritating Spook.
Look, it's daily at this point.
Ooh.
Thanks, chat.
Thanks, guys. No!
I don't know what's happening.
Domestic! Stop! Hey, my plushies!
Into the food bowl.
I'm gonna set Sadie on you.
Things are happening.
I'm gonna set Sadie on you at 2 in the morning. Okay. Cheating by doing big circles so that I need to finish this rope with her.
We have fun here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, circle's done. Let's do lines.
Hope people are doing the correct thing, which in theory is doing art, but really using this as background noise to get mogstones.
God, I wish that were me. I have been a sensible adult and then didn't do any Final Fantasy today because I had adult things I had to do, which made me very sad. Hello!
I can't really. I don't do anything that isn't about Final Fantasy.
Hello! Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, I haven't done any yet. It's unbelievable, but I got time. I got time. I got so much time until 6.1 comes out.
2 weeks is the estimate, isn't it?
Ha 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 ha.
Huh.
Hee. We have fun here. I only got one mount that I need, so I have less grinding.
Yeah, see, I'm here wanting 3 mounts and the headgear. So, ugh. Again, Doggo is priority because technically we could farm up the birds reasonably.
The birds, yeah, I have both birds because we farmed them before, so
Yeah.
like I know that we can.
So I'll probably go Doggo, then Headband, and then at that point I will probably
Excuse me.
shit.
I am prioritizing Doggo. If I get the orchestration role, that's fine. God knows I will probably just end up with it. What happened last time is I was grinding things for other reasons and just ended up with enough.
Yeah. All the previous ones, it was just like go non-stop because there was always something that I could need. Because if I got all the mounts or all the armor or whatever, there was always the MGP tickets. But now I've got Fenris, so I don't need MGP anymore either.
Yeah. it's a good time.
I just
The
have
Little
the
Ladies Day event is so cute.
added
It's
in it.
so cute. Oh, very, very good. Last year's was pretty cute. This one's better.
I will probably forget to do it.
Mind you, it doesn't take very long. It takes about 10 minutes. Not even that, to be honest.
And the benefit that I did get up to 50 on my ninja, so I can go do mean runs on ninja now. And get that sweet, sweet XP. Hello, Nemo!
Hello, Nemo.
How goes your Pokemon adventures? I am fascinated about them.
Oh.
And if you have questions to ask me, then do so now. Because every time I watch your stream backs, you're asking questions, and I'm like, I have answers to these questions, but this is like 12 hours later.
Sometimes days pass and this emptiness fills my heart. When I want to run away, I drive off in my car. But whichever
I think part of the reason, well, it's not even part, I think the main reason that I find Dus's reactions to Oakheart so funny is because this is exactly where I was with Delmara, and he would just laugh at me and be like, haha, suffer, so I'm just in that position now, just like, lol, now you know how it feels.
Welcome to hell. We have fun here.
Yeah, it's like that meme of the person crying introducing somebody new to the stuff and they're also crying, there's just crying in the background, just going, ha 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 ha. No Jolteon, sad face.
Just Jolteon.
No Jolteon, no Umbreon. So sad. We're gonna launch into our weekly Pokemon discussion. Did you get your boy?
I haven't yet because I've realised I didn't finish the Shaman event, but I'm still in it.
Oh
I
god.
think I can finish that still in the zone where you catch Shaman.
Right.
I think I need to finish that, and then I'm gonna go get Darkrai.
Yeah. Did you get the item from Mystery Gift, or...?
But no, I haven't even turned my switch on. I haven't had time today.
Fair.
Been too busy. I've been running around.
I'll try to remember before I go to bed, but I might at least load up the game and see if I can at least trigger the Mystery
I would
Gift.
assume once you have the Mystery Gift, you can do it whenever you need.
Well, because it does
Because
say
it's not
on...
the same place as the Shaman one.
No, it's not. But it says on, like, the announcement and stuff that, like, you need to have beaten the game and have the national decks unlocked, but I'm like, but can you at least trigger the Mystery Gift so you've got it downloaded? You just can't access it. Because it's a limited time event, so basically it would suck if for people like me, if you haven't beaten the game, to be just like, well, you got to beat the game and then you can download it. So I'm wondering if you can just download it, have it in your save file, you just can't access it.
Yeah, I would imagine much like the Shaman one that it's in an area that you can't access until you've got the national deck, so you can have the thing, you just can't access the area.
No, I believe Darkrai's is the same as it was in the original game, which is you get an item and you take that item to Canalave.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a building in Canalave which is locked because the item that you get is a key, and that starts the Darkrai event. But you can get to Canalave before you've beaten the game. So I don't know if it's a case of you will just have the item in your save file, but like however you get the item, like if an NPC gives it to you, even if you've got like the data, the NPC physically won't give it to you. Don't know, probably need to check on YouTube.
You can get an Arceus as well.
Yes.
Because you've got
Legends Arceus
Arceus
save
game.
file. You have to have fully beaten the game,
games,
which
right?
I haven't done. No, no,
Right.
maybe loads.
Be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I know you won't.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Yeah. Be nice to me, I've had a rough day.
Well, I'm about to have a rough night, so it balances out. You will
Good
be
night,
a
Spook.
victim from
Yeah. I've beaten this, yeah, you've got to fully clear the story. I've beaten like the main story in that I've had credits roll, but there is a post-game sequence. And
Arceus, you mean?
Yeah, for Arceus, and you need to finish that as well to get Arceus in BDSP. So even though
That makes sense.
Even though
That-
I've been
with
sinking
what I know
all my
of the plot
time
line,
in,
that makes sense.
yeah, even though I've been sinking all of my time into Legends Arceus, and I've got Lord knows how many hours on it, and I'm like halfway through rank 9, and literally like trying to complete my Pokedex, still have not beat the game fully. I have got a Shaman, however, which I found funny. Can't get Shaman on BDSP, have got Shaman in Legends Arceus.
There's an Arceus, yeah.
Can also go get Darkrai and Cresselia. Got the quests for them, just gotta go get them. I very, very much want to disrespect Darkrai by just Pokeballing it in the back of the head.
Disrespect my boy.
It would just be so funny to me.
It would be hilarious, but don't disrespect him.
It would just be so... That was how I did Mesprit.
It upsets me that you called Mesprit that way, because Mesprit's such a pain to
It
catch.
was so funny. It was literally like, in Legends Arceus, you can't throw a Pokeball at a Pokemon if it's aggroed at you. But instead of engaging Mesprit in a battle like you were supposed to because it aggroed immediately, I just kept pelting it with stuff to calm it down, which took it out of the enraged state, and then I Pokeballed it in the back of the head. So it didn't engage it in battle at all.
It's so funny.
I threw mud at a legendary Pokemon.
Disrespect on this one is incredible.
Glass. Eat shit,
Wait for
Mesprit.
Darkrai to become available. I've been waiting for Darkrai to become available. Like, now that my boy's here, I'm so excited. He is my favorite boy.
As soon as I logged onto Twitter and it was like, you can now get Darkrai, I was like, curls.
Never got to have one. He's my favorite. My favorite legendary.
And now you can get one. Sounds like you'll be streaming this for a while. Yeah, basically, it depends on how hard you want to commit. because
What is happening to you, Nemo? What is this conversation happening?
he's also playing Legends Arceus on his stream.
Ah.
And he streams at 5 a.m. our time, so I can't really watch it, but I have been watching the VODs while I do work, because I like having things on in the background.
Yeah, me too.
You know who probably would have a move that can paralyze Pokemon Nemo? Jolteon.
This is the pro Jolteon squad.
That's fine. Now, you've got Glaceon who could potentially freeze. Or frostbite, as it's called in the game.
Which is, yeah, brutal.
It's not quite the same as Frozen, and in the same way that they don't technically have sleep, they have drowsy now.
Only attack moves. Understood.
Understood. I can relate heavily. But as I said, one of my favorite ways to catch Pokemon in this game is to not engage them in battle in the slightest. There are items that you can use to, like, knock them out of aggression. You can put down smoke bombs if there's no grass for you to hide in, so you can stealth. Catching Pokemon that way is much more fun, honestly. Oak's letter is for Shaman.
Yeah, oh yeah, I should have clarified. So yeah, stats, but reducing HP. Valid.
Yeah. There's some moves that double up, like Hisuian Zoroark signature, Bit of Malice. Awesome move. Ghost type does it only does 60 damage, but it also gives the target frostbite, which I think is brilliant.
True.
I have renamed it Teller. It also knows flamethrower. Because that's dirty.
Why not?
It knows Snarl, Extrasensory, Bitter Malice, and Flamethrower. It's got
shit!
4 different type moves: Dark, Psychic, Ghost, and Fire.
Extrasensory?
It knows. She knows.
Disgusting.
She knows Extrasensory. She's disgusting. I love her. Now I'm in the post game. My team has dissolved a little bit because I'm filling in the deck. So I'm literally boxed Dialga. I was like, "You're done. I don't need you for store anymore." Tala.
I can do actual psychic damage. Extrasensory does a lot of psychic damage. A lot of psychic damage. Extrasensory nearly TPK'd my party in BDSP. Sucksy.
Right. Random Pokemon time. This is always fun.
Random Pokemon. What have we got?
Ah, the street cats are fighting again. Lovely.
If we get Jolteon, I will laugh.
Pheromosa? Nah, you're too complicated, lady. Absol? Hell yeah, the other Tala Pokemon.
The other we haven't done Absol before, have we?
No.
Let's do it.
Now, the random generator does take forms into account, so that means that Mega Absol was technically on the table, so this specifically is not Mega Absol, it's regular. Because I do like Mega Absol.
I would be like a certain druid in a certain D&D campaign and throw rocks at all the powerful things. And it will fucking work.
It's so good. I love that it worked.
Absol is a fun pupper. I always get Absol and Sneasel mixed up.
They're both dark types, but aside from that, they're not that similar.
No, I think they just have similar energy. They have similar vibe.
They do, yeah. They've both got...
Oh, I shouldn't say I get them mixed up. I always think you will know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about it, and 0 other people will. But you know the lady from the Lucario and the Mr. Mew movie?
Yes.
I always think she has a Sneasel and an Absol, but she has 2 Sneasels.
This is where I'm about to dunk on you, because
She doesn't have a Sneasel.
I believe she doesn't even have Sneasel. She's got Weaviles.
Well, are they the same evolution line?
They're the evolved form of Sneasel.
Okay, then I forgive myself because I don't remember the specific names, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, other people do know what. Sneasel is Slice Kitten and Absol is Goth Pup.
I mean, it literally has a scythe on the side of its head.
It's like a little emo puppy.
It gets even more emo when it mega evolves because it gets the fringe.
It's a full side fringe instead of the 13-year-old side fringe.
Absol is good at ending Tala, stopping the disaster. There's a reason Tala was 100% Absol until Hisuian Zoroark came along, basically. So I was like, hell yeah, dark type, white fur, the disaster Pokemon. It's just, it's written. And then Hisuian Zoroark was like, hold my bid. What's that? My Pokedex entry literally says I harm myself when I attack things? Dope.
You can copy my homework, but don't make it obvious.
Yeah. Hey, it didn't. It's not dark type anymore. It's ghost type. Normal ghost.
It's not inaccurate. What's the name of your background on Tala again?
The haunted one.
Uh-huh.
What's Zoroark's title? Base Zoroark's title is Illusion Fox. Hisuian Zoroark's title is the Baneful Fox.
The first I've heard of that. What? Yeah, Tala from the beginning has had a background from, I think, Curse of Strahd.
Yeah, yeah. Was that something that was never clarified?
No.
Yeah, she doesn't have
The technical background that she has.
Yeah, she doesn't have a PHB background. It's a Curse of Strahd background. All of the traits and the feature that she has. Her feature is like Folkiro's feature, but edgy.
Fucked up.
Yeah. Folkiro's background thing is basically because people like you and know that you're a nice guy, they're willing to offer you food and shelter. The Haunted One's background thing is people can see that you're so fucked up that they are willing to help you so you don't hurt them. That's Tala's background trait.
We need to do our D&D characters as Pokemon teams again. Now that I can be honest about it, I would love to.
Just get that Ditto in there.
BQ is still the best Pox Pokemon. 100%.
But regular Zorua. It's the illusion Pokemon, it can literally change its shape.
I can literally have a whole Pokemon team full of liars.
Yeah.
Mimikyu, Ditto.
Yeah.
Rock.
It's like that screenshot of someone's black and white team where their entire party is regular Pokemon, all nicknamed Zoroark, and then they have a Zoroark at the back that is nicknamed not Zoroark.
That's me. And Mimikyu is the ultimate. I don't know what type of trainer Pox would be. Like, if it was like a gym leader. Be fairy. Or ghost. Fairy, ghost, or dark. One of them.
Yeah. I mean, I did Tala a full team of dark Pokemon originally, but I can't remember what the full team was. But obviously now it's going to have a Hisuian Zoroark on it. Even though it's not a dark type. In fact, I think
if I've learned anything from BDSP, it's that gym trainers can have Pokemon that break the rules.
Yeah, that's because Diamond and Pearl didn't have any fucking fire types. They were like, let's have a fire type.
Thinking about the fucking Steel Gym. Like, half the fucking people in the Steel Gym don't have Steel type Pokemon.
It's because there weren't that many. Well, health check from Stangy. Lots of stretching from everybody.
Everyone redeemed the same things.
Fine, I guess I'm gonna stretch my entire body. Jesus, no way I need to stretch my arms.
Not gonna do that. Blue's better than me. We should point out again, when you redeem these, you guys also have to do them.
Yeah, I do need to point that out. That is an obligation of this stream. It's in the fine print. I'm also realising that I should really put timers on these. I should put cooldowns on these redeems.
Nice, Danji.
Haha, you fool! Going to bed early is self-care.
Speaking of self-care,
yeah, I think
take my break a little early. Be back.
Go for it.
10
think my original team mock-up for Absol, for Tala did have Zoroark on it, so that would just get swapped out for the new Zoroark. Anyway, I need to get off Zoroark's page. I need to be on Absol's page. There we go. Do you have all the unknowns yet? No, I've not actively been searching for them. I know that if I'm going to complete the Pokedex to get the shiny charm, I will have to do that. I'll probably sit down and tick them off. I think I've got 6 or 7. I'm trying to think. I've got an entire line in the box and then 2, which I think is 7. One line is 6. Oh, I've got 8 then. You're not done until you have a shiny for all the Pokemon, including all the unknown. I'm not Cerebi Joe, Nemo. I'm not making a shiny living dex. Is it possible to get shiny unknown in this? I believe so, yes. I believe they are the rarest shinies in the entire game, technically. Because once you have found all of the unknown, they will then spawn in a certain place, but because you can pick from all of the letters, and then you can also get, like, alphas and stuff, the shinies are, like, the rarest in the game. I can see a Kabuto in that scribble. Kind of, actually. I can sort of see that. Seriously, seen 100% Hyrule Warriors Complete Edition. My god. I don't even know how long that would take. I suppose technically Legends Arceus does lend itself very well to shiny hunting because obviously it doesn't technically have higher rates at the base, but because obviously you can see the Pokemon in the overworld and it spawns multiple Pokemon at the same time, because you can have like 6 or 7 on the screen, it feels like it's faster. Because you see like 7 Pokemon at once, as opposed to in a regular Pokemon game where you have to do them one at a time. But I believe in the Pokedex. I know this for a fact because I've seen it in my own game. If you catch a shiny Pokemon, it registers it in your Pokedex. But when you're like viewing it on the screen, if you switch between the forms, in the bar at the side, it actually remains on whichever form you were last on, so you can switch them all over to shiny, and that way you can see like which ones you have and haven't got shiny. I don't know if I'm explaining that well. And then there's the whole, you know, if you get 10 on your Pokedex entry, that's an extra shiny reroll. And then if you 100% the Pokedex entry, that's a third shiny reroll. And then there's the shiny charm on top of that, so shiny farming is technically a lot easier. Well, if I just put his paw like this and just have him like... He's having a drink! Oh, that devolved very quickly. They're a bad influence on me, chat. My friend returns.
Hello, children.
What does Absol drink on a Tuesday evening? Absinthe? Or is that too strong? There we go.
Mine,
Adult
going again.
Psychic damage to go. Bye. Is there a shiny version for male and female forms? I believe so. I believe you can have the gender difference, because I have shiny... I had a shiny female Sneasel, which is now a Weavile, and it had the short feather that is the gender difference for females. So male Sneasels have longer head feathers. I believe a shiny male Sneasel will have that. Again, Joe Merrick is a madman. He is the man who runs Cerebi, and he has a shiny form living dex, where he has shinies of all Pokemon, including all of their form, variations, and gender differentiations. He's a madman, and he has been working on it for about 15 years. You cannot shiny hunt the legendaries in the game. They are locked. Thank you, Motorbike in the Streak. Making me get my Switch out when I'm supposed to be freaking doing...
Oh, illegal.
I have to prove a point! This is my bailiwick!
Illegal. Video games on this his stream.
Gotta love that flute. Which gender of unknown has the serif?
I'm so sorry. I'm so tired.
Oh god. Trying to find my Sneasel. This probably won't come across on the camera because it's me trying to show you my screen, but you can see there is a male Sneasel with the long feather. That's Sisuian. That's Sisuian. There you go. So there's a female, and there's a male of the two regular Sneasels. Now, when I switch over to show the shiny form in the Pokédex, it's got the short feather. It's the female. But if I go to show the male, it switches back to the regular one. The Pokédex doesn't register a shiny male Sneasel because I don't have a shiny male Sneasel. My shiny was a female. So I can only see it as the female. If I try to switch back to the shiny view, it doesn't let me. You can't see because it's on the camera, but I'm pressing the button to display the shiny and it doesn't do it on the male. But if I switch to the female, it lets me display the shiny. But if you look over here to the side, you'll see that when I switch over from regular to shiny, it changes it in the list over here. And that stays, so you can use that to check which ones you... Shut up, motorbike! You can use that to check which ones you do and don't have shiny. So I can leave that there, and when I'm flicking through the Pokédex, I can see that it is shiny. So yeah. Yeah. So there is no benefit to 100%ing a Pokemon's page unless you wish to shiny hunt it. Oh! Baby! Here she is, everybody!
Comes the lady.
Here she is! Hello, child. When you say shinies are legendaries are shiny locked, it's impossible to shiny hunt them, or do you have to abuse the save system? No, shiny locked means that they 100% cannot be hunted for shinies, even if you do the whole save reset. It's not coded into the game. Like, the data exists, but, like, it's not physically possible. It's the same with, I believe it's the same in not all Pokemon games, it varies. It's one of those things that people like to find out. Like, it was a big deal in BDSP when they realised that the starters could be shiny hunted, so people could reset to get shiny starters. Because I don't think you can in Legends Arceus. Your starter Pokemon cannot be shiny. You can get shiny starters in the post-game through the regular shiny hunting methods, because in the post-game you can find them in the wild. Meow. Go on then. Do you want to go? Go on then. Good child. So yeah. The game does not give you any bonus rewards if you complete a Pokemon page. Other than, like, XP for ranking up your rank. But you don't get anything physical.
We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Say you don't know me or recognize my face. Say you don't care who goes to that kind of place. Knee deep in the hoopla, sinking in your fight. Too many runaways eating up the night. Marconi plays the mambo.
It's one of those things where it's very much in the... it's very much an open world game feel, in that it's not mandatory to complete the story. So for people who just want to like play the story and do stuff, you only have to get to, I believe, rank 5 to complete the story. Because occasionally there'll be an NPC who's like, stop, it's too dangerous, you need to rank up in order to get there. But you only need to get to rank 5. So it is almost like, 100%ing Skyrim, where it's like, you find all of the loot and complete all the quests. It's like, if you want 100% everything, you will be there for hours. But it's nice because it's like one of those things where it's like quite mindless, in that it's like, to complete the Weasel page, it's like, defeat 20 Weasel, see Weasel, use water gun 30 times. It's like, you can turn off, you can put on a film, I 100% perfected Eevee's page today for the purpose of potentially shiny hunting it. And yeah, I wasn't even paying attention for most of it. Yeah, very fair. If you try to get 10 on most of the pages as you play, which isn't too hard, I find, then you'll rank up really, really quickly. I was gonna shiny hunt Eevee anyway, but I reached a point in the game where they were like, oh, this thing is happening which is gonna cause mass outbreaks, and I was like, oh, if I get an Eevee outbreak, I want to have Eevee maxed out for shiny hunting purposes. That was why I did it. Listen to the radio, don't you never.
Is only on the stream.
Girls are just sitting there quietly while I go on about Pokemon for 2 hours.
I'm just here, man.
Like, I get it, sometimes it's me that's the one that's just like, I am only here physically.
To be fair, I came in with a lot of energy. Was on the kind of like barrel end of like, right, get in, get food, get stream set up, and then you probably saw it on camera the moment my brain went, and now we're exhausted.
Yeah.
We've done all the necessary tasks and we've got where we need to go, so we're just gonna power all these switches off.
It just...
It's like, no, I need those. I'm trying to do things. Brute forcing my way through this part of the story because setup is always boring.
The video that I watched talking about the Darkrai Arceus event, the guy pointed out that the Arceus one was kind of cool, in the sense that you needed to complete the story and the post-game in order to trigger it because of the timeline stuff. So basically it was saying that in order for you to get Arceus in the present, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, you have to do a particular event in the past in Legend of Arceus. Because timelines. And I was like, okay. Okay.
Core, I wish it was only unneeded brain functions. Unfortunately, my brain has also decided to conserve energy by shutting down the needed ones.
Oh, interesting. Absol's little spike is kind of on the equivalent of its ankle, but its ankle is like ridiculously high. It's like an inverse Dewclaw. Kind of like Zinogre.
Sure were some words you just said.
Yep, I am very much in saying words. Zinogre has an inverse Dewclaw. Or at least I think he has an inverse Dewclaw. I believe, Nemo, unless you spend time maxing out your friendship for the one that you're planning for Espeon and Sylveon, you'll be able to get Leafeon first. Because Leafeon needs the Moss Rock, and there is a Moss Rock in the zone that you are in. Well, in the map that you are in. It's later on. Ankle spike for social distancing. You want to hear some facts about how Tigrex are? You want to hear me talk about the Tigrex?
Please, no. Please do not. Blue started on Monster Hunter. Please.
There was new Monster Hunter content today and I'm so buzzed. To be fair, Matthew, you make a very good point. All of the evolutions in my Pokemon Go game that I keep are named after Monster Hunter monsters. So I do have Zinogre.
That's on brand.
Yeah, so they're a lot of them are abbreviated. So my Flareon is Anja, which is an Anjanath. I have a shiny Espeon, which is Theon for Arathian, because green. I've got Zin, the Jolteon. I named my non-shiny Espeon Mizutsune, which is not fitting, because Mizutsune is a water monster, but it is pink, which is why I picked it. She never finished talking about Monster Hunter. It's just a continuation. This is true. This is true.
Very true. Blue is always a little bit talking about Monster Hunter.
Yes. Did you know that there's a lightning Tigrex? It's never made it into mainline Monster Hunter games, but it does exist.
Blue. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I support you wholeheartedly as your friend. I love you a great deal. I don't know what the fuck you are saying. Those of you who are new to, I was about to say the Drawfee program. This is not Drawfee. For those of you who are new here, I do not play Monster Hunter. I don't know what's happening.
And I did change them. Theon. Rathian, the shiny Espeon. It's not showing up on the camera at all. Mulu, for Pamulu. Pink. We've got a couple of shiny Flareons. Rathalos, Flareon. Anja, Anjanath, Flareon. Zinogre, Zapdos. Astalos. Zami.
So what you're saying is we need to get girls to play Rise. Look, I'm not
Zamfierce.
against playing Monster Hunter. I just don't know what the fuck is going on. I have World and I tried to play it, but it was after everyone had stopped playing World, and I have zero Monster Hunter literacy. So I was like, I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, that's how Monster Hunter be. It says a lot when I say that World had, like, the best tutorial out of any Monster Hunter game, and you still had zero clue what was going on.
Blue, get off Pokemon Go.
I'm back to drawing. Monster Hunter World really gives you a sword, slaps you on the butt, and goes, "Go get him, champion." And you just sort of sit there and go, "What? That's
The good thing
T-Rex."
is I watch people play Monster Hunter. So, like, I understand on some level the purpose.
It doesn't help
Some
that
would be
I'm.
easier than the
It
others.
doesn't help that I'm an
That makes
awful
sense.
teacher because I'm as bad as the game. If people here can vouch that when we've had new players play Monster Hunter, I'm like, just pick a weapon, and then we go into a hunt, and I just sort of stand there and go, "Go on then."
What do I do?
just go hunt the monster. World is
Hurdle to
easier
start
because
into Monster Hunter.
yeah, World is easier. I think in general, but I think that's a good thing because
Yeah,
it wasn't
got
hard.
a lot of people into
yeah.
it.
It wasn't hard be in like a Dark Souls get good kind of hard. It was hard in a sort of slightly clunky technology kind of thing.
Yeah, I
You know.
find Monster Hunter much harder than Dark Souls.
Yeah, it was because older games, the monsters sometimes had dodgy hitboxes, or the camera was slow, or the controls were a bit slow, and it's like, in a game that is all about that combat, you need tight moves and tight response, and the games didn't quite have that, but the modern one on the PC and the modern consoles was a lot more snappy. So, yeah, I think it is easier. I think that is a good thing. And the franchise benefited from it greatly, as seen firsthand with how Monster Hunter is now really popular over here in the West, whereas before World it kind of wasn't.
Yeah, most people I know who I watched playing it got in through World.
Yeah, I played 3, and then played some of, I believe it was 4 in university. And I played a lot of that because I actually had people to play with. And then when I left uni, I think I got Generations on the DS, but because I had no one to play with, I didn't play with it that much. But when they said World was coming out on PC, I was like, oh, I have so many friends who play on PC. I could have a whole hunting squad. And I did.
Dads. Monster Hunter always used to require experienced hunter to guide you through and teach you how to play. That was sort of my perception of it. It's people who knew how to play. If that was the way you got into it, was through
Yeah,
those
because
people.
the games really didn't offer tutorials.
Yeah. And Grump's got a lot of people into it. I believe that. Streaming community from when World came out for PC as well was insane.
Yeah, like, it was really good on consoles, but porting it to PC was, like, game-changing for the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when they were like, hey, new Monster Hunter game, Monster Hunter Rise on the Switch, the community outcry was just, please bring it to PC. And they literally went, we weren't gonna, but since you asked, we will.
But
Since the demand is so high, we will. And we got news about the expansion that's gonna come out in the summer. And I might have a new favourite monster.
I'm gonna lose all my friends again. Yo, not to completely change the topic. What did you send me about Inscription earlier?
There is Inscription DLC.
Inscription DLC?
There's Inscription DLC. It's very confusing because the name of the DLC is literally Casey's mod, but it's not a mod, it's DLC.
Oh, but probably in the framework of the game, it's a mod.
Yeah, do you remember who Casey was?
Yeah, I do.
There you go, it's called Casey's mod.
Interesting. I will be excited to watch Jesse dissolve into the floor over it.
Same.
Speaking of Jesse, background noise of choice for the last week has been Jesse and Octo playing Elden Ring.
Oh my god, yes. Before you launch into this, Casey's mod is an official expansion to Act 1 of Inscription, modifying the Act into a roguelike with many unlocks and challenges. It's currently in beta and is not stable. It is recommended that you back up your save file.
Oh, that makes sense.
But
You
it's
just keep playing the Inscription part of the game.
yeah. But I imagine there's gonna be
There's
secrets.
so much shit in
There's
there.
gonna be so many secrets. But it's cool that there is literally a thing to just be like, hey, you like the roguelike? You can play the roguelike. Because a lot of people are like, man, this bit is so good. You can just have this.
Really
bit."
like the game part.
Really good.
Me,
But-
I do.
So yeah, you can carry on with Jesse and Elden Ring.
Yeah, it has been a riot to watch. Jesse is surprisingly good at this game.
Really?
I know he played Sekiro and things,
True.
but he's never played a true Souls game. He is surprisingly good at it. Obviously it helps having Octo around, but it's not helping him that much, I don't think.
Octo's basically a god, isn't he?
Octo's kind of a god. Octo only do so much. Those games are always easier with other people, but even then, Jesse's holding his own, to be honest.
Well, I'm
And he was
guessing that
his-
it's kind of like in Monster Hunter, and that Monster Hunter is easier with other people purely because the monster isn't always targeting
It's always
you.
focusing on you,
Yeah.
100%. Jesse's also doing a ranged build, so like he's not like in the shit all the time, which is nice. He was saying as well on stream, he first timed a notoriously hard boss today, and he did most of that fight on his own. But he was saying when he was kind of switching games at the end of the stream, he was like, you know what the secret is? I didn't think the other two people I was playing with had died. I was just vibing, not thinking about what I was doing. He was like, I am so much better at this game because I'm playing it with other people and I'm not like sat there with myself.
Getting inside his own head, yeah.
Yeah. It's like vibing with Octo and they're just making good time, honestly. I think they're streaming more of it today.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Elden Ring, goodbye. Fair enough. Yeah, I've been.
Farewell, friend.
I love Soulsborne games for watching. I have not watched an entire. I didn't watch Octo's entire. I was watching him play solo. It was so much fun to watch. Oh my god, Octo's a joy to watch. Mr. Octopimp, if you people don't know who I'm talking about. No, he's such a joy to watch. I didn't watch his entire playthrough, which I kind of want to. But I've been watching him and Jesse work through it. But I enjoy watching people play Souls games because I'm shit at them. Well, I'm shit at them only in the respect that I give up too easy. I get too frustrated too quick. Like, the thing is, the secret of all FromSoft games is you just need to be stubborn enough to not give up. To not reach the, like, the bit where you're like, I can't fucking do this. You just need to, like, hit your head against that and bounce it off and keep going. The only secret to it, there's no, like, actual... So, like, I'm just not that person. So I really enjoy watching people play it. Like, find all the, especially Elden Ring, because it's so much bigger. It's ridiculous. It's the biggest game I've ever seen, and it's so pretty. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. It's just fun to watch people like, oh, what's this? And it's just like a random fucking cave system area that leads to this other area that I've never seen on any other stream, and it's like, cool, this is a whole massive hunk of this game that no one else I've watched has found.
Nice.
And it's like, most, like, Souls games finish about level, I want to say like 50 or 60. Quite long. People are reaching, like, like, Gerard, the completionist.
I know.
Came on, I know, for chat.
Oh, sorry.
Came on Jesse and Octo stream to help them with a couple bosses. And he's like, I am level 260. I still have not finished the game.
What the fuck?
Most people are finishing it about level 150 to 200. Which is
Gerard.
insane.
Oh, Gerard. I feel so sorry for him every time an open world game comes out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he... having a riot. He's having such a good time. He appeared on Octo and Jesse stream for like a couple hours. But he's like, I'm just... The reason I am this level is not because I'm compelled, but because I'm just enjoying the shit out of the game.
Good. I'm glad that he's enjoying it.
Because it's such a...
Sometimes I see him completing games for the completionist,
Yeah.
and in the video he's
As you
literally
feel
like,
in your
this
heart,
is a
you're like,
slog.
oh.
This is so painful to do, and I'm like, my buddy, I'm so sorry for you.
Thing is, like, it's such a, you know, I was talking about bath games, the idea that there are some open world games where you're just like, ooh, what's that, and you just sink into it. Elden Ring is definitely that. Behind every door is an NPC, behind every door is another shitty cave system and a hard boss, or fucking new mechanic that you've never heard of.
Nice.
It's so good to watch. Vagabond, warrior, or hero. There's not that much difference between those three. Vagabond, yeah. Just the starting classes aren't that different. It just is an early stat.
Minecraft OST, stream safe music.
Sake, if you want, the objective best one is Golden Seed. I won't tell you why. But if you want, the one you could go for is the keys, but you can find them. It's a free Estus. Great.
Absol beans. Absol beans. 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 Absol beans.
Oh man. Right, I'm listening to Final Fantasy music and I'm like, this is making me want to do Trials. should not have watched Jesse do raiding because it's giving me the itch to do something tricky. It's reset today, so I'll have Panda to do. 'Tis Tuesday.
It is Tuesday, my dudes.
It's Tuesday,
See,
my
I will be
goobs.
sensible, and when the stream ends, I will go to bed.
So will I. Fun in character creation for the next 3 hours, Das.
Make a meme.
Nicholas Sage is so good.
Is he Nicholas Sage now, is he, or is he still
Nicholas
Mage?
Sage, he was gonna be Nicholas Mage, but then he's like, but I'm doing a faith build. I'm gonna be Nicholas Sage.
Ah, okay. It's character growth. Nicolas Cage was on the news today. Well, not news. One of the presenters on the radio station I was listening to when I was driving was talking about Nicolas Cage, and he still sounds like he's having a whale of a time. Apparently, he went to.
He's a wild dude.
Apparently, he was at some red carpet event for a film, and he was dressed entirely in tartan. And the interviewer went up to him to ask him why he was dressed in tartan. And the audio clip that they played from the interview was, "When I go to Scotland, I love having shortbread. And the shortbread comes in these tartan tins, and I just felt like, you know what, I want to be like a shortbread tin." And that was the end of the interview, and I was like, what?
Jesse and Ogden were talking about this. Nicolas Cage is like a crazy dude.
He owns a T-Rex skull.
Oh, it's a T-Rex skull. Yeah. Like, yeah, I can't remember what podcast. Was it Cox and Crendor? Jesse
Yeah,
was
they were
about
talking
this.
about him on Cox and Crendor the other day, I think.
Yeah. Recommend. Jesse was talking about it on stream with Octo about the episode of Cox and Crendor where they talked about Nicolas Cage, and it's just insane.
I mean, he was in Willy's Wonderland as well, which I haven't seen, but it's the Five Nights at Freddy's knockoff.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently in the entire film, he says like 6 words.
That doesn't surprise me either. The discovery that I've made watching Jesse play Nicolas Cage is that Jesse can do a kind of okay Nicolas Cage impression.
Really? Huh.
Him and Octo, as you would expect with him and Octo, sometimes just devolve into like a solid 20 minutes of Nicolas Cage impressions, just back and forth with each other. It's great. Recommend. I remember the name of the guy that Octo's character is based on, but very good. It's been fun to watch, especially because they're both doing builds that I don't watch often. Like, I see a lot of people just doing, like, I'm gonna be strength or dex to have these weapons. And they're like, what if we did these specific type of faith builds? It's like, okay.
Do the girls have their Moonlit Greatsword yet?
Oh, so it does.
See, I know very little about Dark Souls, but I know that.
It's one of the things. There's 2 things that are in common with every Dark Souls game. Every FromSoft game. Moonlight Greatsword.
I missed the last one. You cut out a little bit. Moonlit Greats-
Patches. There's always patches.
And a swamp.
The swamp.
Please stop
Extra
making...
swamps in Elden Ring.
Please stop making swamps.
Made worse swamps in Elden Ring. The poison, they do something called red rot, which is worse. Going a little into faith because paladin, but strength. There is literally a type of miracle build that is basically a paladin. Don't ask me what weapons it uses or anything like that. My knowledge level's not at that yet, but yeah, you can do a really solid like paladin build in this game apparently. faith is legit. Anyway, my Elden Ring talk. They'll actually like play one. Maybe Elden Ring will be the one. I don't know. Play Dark Souls 3, to be fair.
I mean, Krendor's doing a pacifist run.
Is oh my god, that's so funny.
So your statement of like you can't play them because you give up too quickly apparently doesn't matter because apparently you can just play through this game without killing anything.
Well, it's not entirely true. Krendor's doing a pacifist run because every time he comes up to a boss, he calls his friends. They come in and they kill it for him.
Oh right.
He just calls Sam and like Gma or Benji. They just come in and deck the boss for him.
When he was talking about it on Cox and Krendor last week,
doesn't make it sound like that.
Yeah, when they talk about it on Cox and Krendor, it literally just sounds like he hasn't killed anything. He just sounds like he's just been exploring and leveling up through like
is true.
Finding things.
It is true.
He didn't
play
mention
the first...
that people had joined him.
He did play the first like 5 hours of the game without killing anybody, like genuinely, because like in the open world you don't have to.
Yeah.
Obviously you need to do bosses to progress. I don't know who the redhead lady is, but she looks badass. Did you watch that intro cutscene, my man? It's the most lore you're gonna get for a while. Yeah, Absol's coming out very cute.
Didn't you say that there's like a thing like at the start of the game where it's like turn left for tutorial, turn right for one of the hardest bosses in the game?
Yeah. Well, it's technically before the tutorial.
Oh my god, From Software.
Because, oh, thank you, the rice. I don't know who the redhead lady is, but she looks badass. That's Kel. She's been on the stream all night. It is. It's me.
Hey, bonus points.
Good job. You got your way into my good books.
Hey.
No, if you take, I can tell you this because Das is past the character creator now. If you take the keys, there's a type of keys in this game that open like fog doors, like it's hidden areas basically. And there's a hidden area.
Das gifted you a sub. Smooth.
But yeah, there's an area to the right, literally, of like, I can't remember. I think it's before the tutorial. You can use one of these keys on this door instead of going forward and down the hallway to the tutorial. But this is the first, as far as I know, I didn't play Sekiro or watch much Sekiro. I think this is the first FromSoft game to have a tutorial. So that's something. All in perspective. Just have to make sure you jump down the tutorial hole.
Excuse me. Any soul music? I just have a playlist of music that's like stream safe that I have on Spotify. Because you know,
We have to be careful about what we
yeah,
listen to
you
on
gotta be
this here.
careful about what music you play on Twitch. You can't just play random stuff otherwise you'll get copyright claims. So
Sometimes we do, even for the stuff that we listen to that's safe.
yeah, which is annoying. But I don't. My stuff doesn't get taken down; it just gets muted. I don't get any
Yeah,
strikes
yeah.
or anything. But yeah, I have a
We're
playlist
good
which is full of music where, like, basically the people who've made the music have explicitly said you can stream with this music, either via like their Twitters or their pages or like the company that owns them. I figured it was just easier for me to just manually find music that I liked.
Yeah, we used to try and get away with streaming all kinds of music on here, but then we got in trouble. Everyone got in trouble, not us.
Yeah. It was the entirety of Twitch. That was when I sat down and I was like, I'm going to explicitly find music that it says I can have. Even though Twitch was like, hey, we have our own music stuff that will be safe for you to use. Downloaded it, listened to like 5 tracks, and I was like, I like none of this. I like none of this music.
I get to listen to whatever I want. Currently listening to primal music from Final Fantasy 14. Chad, here's what boss music I'm listening to from those like 4 notes I just hummed. Say it in chat if you do.
If he was to get away with, I've got threatened to do Combine Harvester. Probably not, is the sad thing. And then we've got this music by the lovely Besso, who is a friend of mine, who just explicitly says to me, hey, you can play my music on your stream, and I'm like, I love you. Because I love your music.
When I played Dark Souls, the servers were down, so no messages. These messages are so sweet. You won't be saying that for long. They're either all memes, lies, or wholesome. We'll tell
Dog?
you without telling you anything. Is this a dog?
Is this a dog?
Horse?
Horse?
Love seeing people try to go with me. It's jumping off the ledge. Sometimes they're telling the truth, but usually not. One of my favorite. Take this as just an obscure warning. There is a cave somewhere. Even I don't know where it is. That is just terrible.
Ah.
It's full of rot. It's full of like things that look like an unholy combination of like, oh my god, I don't even know. Something with the fucking, you know, the enemies that we all hate in Final Fantasy 14 that's in like Copperbell and stuff with the long legs.
Oh god, yeah, ugh.
It's like, ugh, it's a combination of that with something worse. It's full of rot and awful and terrible. And I remember watching Strippin get in there, and he ran. from like where it opens up. He like aggroed way more of them than he wanted, and he ran from the like high point into this like ruined house that was in the corner of this cave, and there were like 50 messages on the floor, and all of them were like, "I want to go home. I don't want to be here." Regret.
Mom, can you pick me up? I'm scared.
Yeah, basically, because like, for those of you who don't know, in FromSoft games, there's a pre-approved list of words that you can combine for messages, so they're just all like, want home, regret, want to go home, return, leave this place. Sam was just like whimpering and cowering in this thing, like, yeah, buds, I agree with you. They just walked around the outside trying to get it in. There's like, how many people have done this exact run that we have just done? No one memes like FromSoft players. No one does. Fucking hilarious people. For the night, very nice Absol. See you, Matthew.
Good night. Thank you for coming to the stream. Hopefully we will see you next week at the same time.
Time, same place.
Yay!
Maybe D&D tomorrow?
Maybe D&D tomorrow.
You're about?
In before Das pings the entire group.
Yep.
This is another one of those evenings where it's like, I'm just having so much fun just drawing Pokemon.
I just draw your Absol. It's fine.
I just have a lot of fun drawing Pokemon, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
It's a good time. The purpose of this is just to make art, so it doesn't matter what you draw, as long as you draw something. Ping the server, we'll go for it. We should have D&D tomorrow.
Hey! Oh yes, the fortnight. A nice little Absol.
Yeah, some of the messages here will be a tutorial. Used to be all the tutorial was. The messages on the floor being like, this button. Oh yeah. No, you are, yeah. You are meant to die to that boss, yeah.
Oh no. Child.
Boy, she scream. Yes.
Sad loaf on the floor. Look at her.
Oh, loaf.
Oh no, I want to leave the room. Ow. Nah. Do you promise you're gonna leave Dad alone if I let you out?
Oh.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to make a cup of tea because it's already 20 past 10. Time is fake.
Yeah.
Because we're probably gonna be ending the stream in half an hour because we tend to go.
Yeah, maybe.
We tend to go till 11ish and Curls are sleepy. We have gone to midnight previously, but it's never been good. So
If we're concentrating.
yeah. So I am gonna go make a cup of tea.
We'll attempt to entertain. Lower my camera slightly because I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy today. I'm sorry, chat. My energy left me. Eat food and got tired. want to get past this scene because I've been stuck in it for a couple days. I'm tired of it. It's just set up.
Oh. Ow, ow, ow!
Don't have enough drama today to respond to this with the meme I would like to. Just know that I would have done a house moving castle bit here if I'd had energy.
Oh my god, Coles, you'd be so proud of me. On Saturday we were in VR and we were all just chilling for an evening, and it was literally just like kind of bored, I'll be honest. And then one of the guys was like, "We could put a movie on. There's a movie player over there." So we went over, and I was like, "What do we feel like watching?" And I was like, "I'm kind of sleepy, so I don't want anything major. I want something chill vibes." And then I was like, "Oh, if it's chill vibes, then it has to be Ghibli." And I literally brought up the list, and I was like, "Do they have?" Sat and watched Howl's Moving Castle in VR. It was great. I think I may have fallen asleep a little bit.
You've finally passed the rite of passage of falling asleep in VR.
It was very brief, I think, because I was in the room I was doing VR in, because I don't do it here, I do it with my parents. It's a long story. There's no bed, but there is a sofa that folds out into a bed, but it was still in sofa form. So I was just sat on the sofa like I was watching a film, basically, and I basically slowly slid over till eventually leaning on my side, and was then kind of semi-dozing, I think, and then I think literally for like 2 minutes I actually fell asleep. But because I move in my sleep, it only took those 2 minutes for me to yeet myself off the sofa, and I immediately woke up again. I was just on the floor, and I was like, ow! Ow! What
I was expecting you to be like, I tried to roll and like hit the VR headset. No, you fully fell off the sofa.
I fell off the sofa. There was just a thunk, so everybody in VR just saw my avatar like judder forward.
Jump.
Judder forward, and then me just go, ow! And everyone's like, you okay? You were asleep. And I was like, I fell off. Ow!
Oh, Jesus
My buddy
Christ,
even came up to me and was like, congratulations, bud, you fell asleep in VR for the first time. How was it? And I was like, my neck really hurts. This headset is not comfortable.
No joke, no.
I was literally like there on the carpet in the VR headset. I was like, I don't know where my controllers are, because I fell asleep, and I was just like,
wearing a headset.
Wearing the VR headset, looking at my VR friends, going, I don't know where my controllers are, and then just being like, I do not want to do this again. I'm hurting.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
And
like, people call me a mess.
I was like, how do you guys fall asleep in VR, like, almost every night? This is really uncomfortable. This thing is bulky. I had to follow my own avatar's like disembodied arm in order to find my controller, because I can't see the controller in real life because I had the headset on.
Yeah, you had the headset on. Yeah.
So I had to like follow my own arm of like my avatar's arm was like contorting back, and I had to follow
I'm
it.
like I'm picturing what, like, if I was an observer. Just take the fucking headset off for 2 seconds.
I know.
Oh my god.
Apparently, because the headset has the sensors for the controller, I was cuddling like a pillow, which was probably why I'd fallen asleep, because I'd slid to the side and was resting my head on the pillow. But because I was resting my head on the pillow and had slid to the side, the pillow was covering one of the controllers, which meant it had desynced from my headset. So in game, it was just spinning. Because it was trying. You were just doing this. It was trying to find the controller. The headset couldn't find the controller, and the controller was seeking it. So apparently, the hand was just spinning on the spot in VR.
Can't believe this. How the mighty have fallen.
I was watching Howl's Moving Castle. Okay.
Honestly, is what Hal would want.
It would. It was midnight, we'd been vibing for literally like 3 hours already at that point, and then I put on Howl's Moving Castle. I was a goner.
Yeah, every time you are like, let's put on a Ghibli movie, that's code for, I want to go to sleep.
peak vibes.
I know this about you.
Like I said, it's like I don't want to go to bed, but I'm far
No.
too sleepy to do anything that requires concentration.
Shots fired. Listen, the only friends I have where I regularly stay around their house are the same kind of people, and it's all, do you put a movie on? It's like, oh, okay, you want to go to sleep. I understand.
It's like I can watch
Whereas, like,
action
my
movies and
sister
Disney
is like
films.
this.
Action movies and Disney films and like things like that, I'll just watch. But if it's a Ghibli film specifically, it's like I want to go to bed, but I'm not tired enough yet, so I'm gonna watch this film and just sort of melt into the sofa for a bit.
Yeah, Ghibli and Disney are both like that for me. Old Disney movies, I should say.
Old Disney. Modern Disney movies are like, hey, do you want to sing?
To be fair, I do watch sometimes put on Encanto to sleep at the moment.
See,
only 'cause
I
I've
put
watched it a
I put
lot.
Encanto on Spotify, and I'm like, I'm bopping to this.
But yeah, if I put it on Spotify, different vibe. Different vibe. Yeah, like really old Disney movies, like old Cinderella, old Sleeping Beauty. It's like peak sleepy territory.
Yeah.
Especially Cinderella. Yeah, I want to listen to like old Disney music right now. Be a Disney playlist that doesn't suck, Spotify.
Spotify be there, but like, make your own, coward.
Okay, I will.
It's never
Me
stopped.
with
It's never
100
stopped you.
playlists.
It's never stopped you before. Why are you relying on Spotify to do it?
My musicals playlist is already like 25 hours long or something. It's actually a low ball. I think it's much longer than that.
I think I literally have musicals and Disney specifically.
It'll kind of go in my highlight reel. How long is highlight reel now, do we think? Let me look. 2 hours. That seems right. 340 songs. Feel seen immediately did What's This from Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, I know it's not Halloween, but like... If I listen to
Well, I really like.
Oh my god, Core found it! Hang on, I'm gonna have to mute the music and stuff so that this doesn't come through on the stream. Hang on, guys. This will mute Curls as well, but I need to watch this. Yep, I haven't watched the entire thing, but that is 100% the sound clip that they played on. That was the sound clip they played on the radio. I was not joking. He was just like, I like shortbread, so I felt like dressing like a tin of shortbread, and I was like, what?
It's also XXXW. Isn't that a fucking video game awards? Hang on.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's just it's a tech film music.
Yeah, that's the audio clip that they played on the radio, and I was like, what?
I'm only aware of this event because Final Fantasy won an award. By Southwest, that's it. Wild. What a crazy dude.
What a guy.
Stop giving me Tangled songs playlist. West Side Story. Why is this on here? What the fuck?
This is one of my more recent musical acquisitions, and it's pretty cool. By a group called Stream Beats, and they again make music specifically that is good for streaming. But they actually have some ones in there that I think are quite cool. There's also the music that plays on the intro and outro screens. It's by the same people. I don't think it's this exact tune, but it's by the same people. I still hate drawing people in profile.
I don't know why, pending our literal just what we were just talking about, I was like, yes, I want to listen to classic Disney songs, as if that was going to make me less sleepy. Maybe you should let it go.
Hey.
Very funny. I found my first dog. Yeah, there's a lot of turtles in this first zone that people like to be like,
Dog?
dog? To not be a coward and put this song on someone's playlist. It's part of Dream from Sleeping Beauty. One of my faves, gotta say. How dare you, Disney playlist, put a song from Fox and the Hound on? How dare you? How dare you make me think about Fox and the Hound right now?
Oh. We'll always be friends forever.
Ah, now I've made everyone sad. Finally.
Sobs into tea.
I've won now, chat. Everyone's miserable. I find it very funny that this Disney Classics playlist has Get Your Head in the Game from High School Musical on it.
I mean, yes, but also, please don't.
But also no. It's like right there with like like Once Upon a Dream and Colors of the Wind and stuff. I'm like, this tonally is just it's a bit of a difference. Just a bit. Drawing what I think you're drawing?
Yeah, probably.
Few wiggles. I was going to ask. I'm sorry that you can't just rely on mine and Blue's psychic connection. So that I know what Blue's drawing.
I mean, it's worked in the past, so can you blame him?
It has. That's a toddler.
music to start my day and lost myself in a familiar song. I closed my eyes and I slipped away. More than a feeling, when I hear that old song they used to play. And I begin dreaming, till I see Mary.
Clearing out campus soldiers in the most honorable way possible, backstabbing everyone. That's the only way to do that. If it's the place I think it is, make sure you go into the secret basement.
Dash just tearing a room apart. What secret basement?
So many people
It's outside as well, so you feel like it shouldn't have an like a basement area.
fade as the years go by. Yet I still recall as I wander on, as clear as the sun in the summer sky.
I know the first area of Elden Ring very well. The moment you get out of there, I got no idea. To be fair, I've watched like 30 hours of Jesse and Octo, and they're still not out of the area, so I'm covered for a while. watch it. It's very funny. Probably the best Star Kid show.
He's gonna start another howl. Woo!
There's an infinite potential amount of Tala emotions. I have learned.
This bad boy can hold so many emotions.
The awoos. Yeah, I have the awoos now. I have the power of the awoos. My mod view cannot lag for 1 minute. Draw my girl.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Has Blue got brain rot?
I've had brain rot for a long time, guys. I don't know if you guys are aware of this.
I don't know if you guys are picking up the vibes.
I've had brain rot for a very long time. It's brain decay at this point.
Tully brain decay.
It's my D&D character and I get to ship her if I want to.
That's very true. Hey, I put the material there, is what I'm saying. I giveth and I taketh away. Now. I have to put Lee's playlist on.
That was the spoiler. I was listening to Lee's playlist yesterday. That was the hint.
Ah, that'll do it.
That was the hint.
My Spotify has not been showing me what people have been listening to, which is upsetting because I rely on that to know when I have injured my friends. This playlist is very good if I do say so myself.
It is very good.
Very good. It makes me feel so many things. Also, potentially the most queer playlist I've made, bar maybe Astor's. Makes me have so many emotions. Yeah, me too, man. I said hurt myself and listened to Fennis too. Do yourself a favor and never listen to those playlists back to back.
But now you know he's gonna.
I did, and then I listened to Flo on YouTube. Are you, like, doing good?
Don't think he is. See a therapist.
Like, be kinder to yourself. No.
You do yourself a favor and maybe listen to Blues playlist or something, okay? That has happy
Gotta
feelings.
balance it out.
That has happy feelings on it. Or the freaking
Okay, we need to stop. This is a family-friendly stream.
Oh god.
It is funny though. It's not what they mean, but it does sound like that. What? Nothing sus? Yeah, sus-free stream. You really trying to ham with the blood, huh? I mean, that's also accurate.
This is post-battle, you know?
You know the vibes.
It's like, it's as much as it is awesome how we just lacerate our way through crowds, at some point that stops and you have to just recuperate from that.
You sit there and yeah.
You just, which is what this is, you know. I say after every fight, it's like, well, Taz's gonna rewrap her bandages because they've gotten all torn again. Because she tears them herself when she fights.
I've destroyed the chat. I'm so sorry. Don't look what
Oh,
I've done to
no.
the chat. Just blood hunter things. The time for this song, Lee's playlist. Not right now.
You chose to put the playlist on.
I did. Falling, it's not the time. It's not the time for you. Okay, it's 11:11. A, make a wish, but B, we should stop. I'm sleepy.
Meh.
Eh. I'm gonna turn into Sadie. Eh. Hello, beat up.
Yeah, I said post-fight.
Yeah. Tonk. Girl tank. She beat up the shit, probably. Tank DPS solidarity.
We love the tank and the DPS dating. Yeah, I suppose I'm content to stop that there.
Yeah. For once, Blue's drawing the dark things. I've been writing some lovely nonsense.
What do you mean for once?
Because normally I'm writing vampires eating people.
I draw plenty of dark things.
That's true. You know what? That's true.
I was gonna say, what do you mean for once for me?
I'm gonna plug on the stream because I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
The rest of you can fuck off. I want to go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm done. It's past 11, so we're gonna go to bed.
Most likely got D&D tomorrow.
Yes,
so
there's a good chance we're gonna have
yeah.
D&D tomorrow, so you can tune in at like 7:30ish. I don't know. Start time varies. Oh, you got class. You've got class.
Do not.
Oh, you don't? Okay, cool. So 7:8ish maybe for D&D. If not, for whatever reason, we'll be back with our stream this
Next
time
Tuesday.
next Tuesday. We stream every week. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you all the new people who turned up. Thank you very much for coming. I
welcome
appreciate
aboard.
it a lot. Hope to see you again in the future. Thank you for all the bits and all the subs, guys. You know, it means a lot to me, especially right now. I love you all. Go to bed.
Go to bed.